Hello, my YouTube family. It's just the best day ever in all the land. And, it just is. I am wearing my new lip gloss that arrived yesterday, and I'm lining it with MAC Plum lined. It's a perfect shade for the liner, too. And this is what arrived yesterday. The Black Radiance Perfect Tone Lip Gloss in Cashmere. And Cashmere is a dulled down, dusty rose pink mauve. That's how I'm naming it. Seriously. This is what it looks like. And then when you shear it out, it just really shears out to my lips, but better. But that's the original. See, it's a dulled down pink / mauve. So that's what it is. Love these lip glosses. I love the Black Radiance Perfect Tone lip glosses. I have like 3, 4, something like that. And I've done a lip look on all of them. So this is the latest one. And I was looking and looking and looking all over the place. Googled my ass off when I wasn't bogged down with paperwork today. Googled my ass off for that combo that I originally saw this on. I was looking for the girl's picture who had the combo of this and a Wet n Wild lipstick that I already have, which was the reason why I bought this. And now I can't find it anywhere. It wasn't a video. It was a picture that I saw. So I may have to look it up again because the browser at work is not up to date. So there are certain things that I can see and certain things that I can't. Like Google, like if you Google now images, the pictures that you see now are not what comes up in my computer at work because we're still on the old browser. And it's like, for real? Y'all can't, Anyway, so this is what it looks like. I like it. I like it. It's simple. It's not bam in your face. It's a simple, office-friendly shade. Stays on. I'd give it about 4 hours and then it starts to fade. So then, of course, it's a lip gloss. So you are going to have to reapply. But it's not sticky. It's not tacky. It's not heavy. It doesn't weigh your lips down. I love this, whatever formula that Black Radiance is using for these lip glosses. Keep it going because it's really a great formulation. I happen to like it anyway. So that's basically it in a nutshell, people. Okay. Did I watch anything last night? I know I did. Oh, Scandal, of course. Scandal and The Catch. That scene where I don't know their names, people. The black guy, when he turned on the cameras and he gave that long speech, and the cameraman said he just lost the presidency. That guy, he said the lines exactly the way Papa Pope would have said them. Like if they were written for him, it would have come out exactly the same. He really said the lines just like Papa Pope would have. So I'm assuming that the two actors know each other very, very well. Maybe they've run up against roles for the same, run up against each other for the same role because they have a similar style to one another. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it immensely. And here I am thinking that Liv is gonna blow a gasket when Red tells her about what she has on her, and she's like, "What about my abortion? Really?" That I was like, "Oh, you're not even scared of that? You're not even wow." She wasn't. She didn't blink. She didn't shudder. She didn't. I was like, oh, damn. Okay. So that was good. Anybody watching The Catch? The Catch is kind of like a caper show, and it's an episodic, which means every episode is like a different story, but yet at the same time there's an undertone of a continuous story. I like it. It's not bad. I didn't want to like it, but I do like it. I really do. So I'm happy about that. Okay, so I posted something on my Facebook page. And okay, those of you who have been with me for a while know that I have spoken about a coworker, male, who I kept saying, you know, I don't think of him that way. I don't think of him that way. But we do have lengthy conversations. We talk about politics and movies and this, and the other. I am going to, I think I just called him coworker, but I am going to label him now. He's going to be known as Mr. Intelligent because he is a rather intelligent guy, which is one of the reasons that I am drawn to him now. I found myself like I find myself getting very perky whenever he walks by, and specifically when he stops to talk to me. And I know he's going to talk to me because he does the same thing. I keep it on the I have the television on. He'll come in, he'll stop, he'll look at the TV. And then he'll turn to me and we'll discuss whatever. So, he did that a couple of times today, and we had really, we were talking about, Captain America, like geeky things. But we also tend to talk about politics, and he'll bring something up. And we were talking about sushi. I don't like sushi, but it's what he said when we were talking about sushi that kind of made me like a little 16-year-old, made me catch my breath, but I didn't do it like that prominent. But my heart jumped a little bit because we were talking about sushi, and I kept saying, I do not like sushi. I don't like any raw fish. I don't eat fish. I don't like fish at all. And he managed to mention a dish called bagasaki or something like that. It begins with a B, I think. And it's a sliced beef rolled with not croutons, those small green, they're not croutons, but it sounds like croutons inside, and there's no fish involved. And he goes, have you ever tasted that? And I said, I've never even heard of it. I didn't even realize that you could have a sushi dish with really no fish. And he goes, oh man, I've got to make you eat this. We have got to eat this together. And I'm like that's what made my heart jump. But I think he said it not really meaning it. He just kind of just said it to say it. But it caught me off guard. And he said, oh yeah, I've got to introduce you to this dish. And I was like, oh, is he asking me out? Is he hinting something? I don't know. But here's the thing, people. I'm not going to take it seriously because he is 20 years my junior. I am 20 years older than he is. He's like Henry Cavill's age. Henry Cavill just turned 33 yesterday. And Mr. Intelligent is 32, I think he said he was. Because I did ask him. I remember asking him last week, and a couple of weeks ago. And he said he was 32, and my heart sank, but I didn't show anything. I knew he was young, but I was hoping that he'd be like 35-ish somewhere. But he just touching into the 30s. So yeah, I think I'm crushing on him. I believe I'm crushing on him. And originally, see, this is what happens to me. I become attracted to you not because of the looks, but because he's so damn intelligent. It's his brain and his mind and the way he holds a conversation that really draws me to him. We can talk about anything. And if I ask for an explanation about anything, especially DC versus Marvel comic characters. He will take the time to actually explain it. He won't laugh at me. He won't mock me. He won't make fun of me. He does tease me every now and then, but it's innocent teasing. It's not like harsh teasing. But he'll like, I'll ask him, like, for instance, the Civil War movie that came out today. Okay, there's a character in there all dressed in black. And he goes, that's Black Panther. And I say, well, who the hell is Black Panther? I don't know who these people are. Like, I'm just now getting used to Captain America, and I know who Iron Man is now, and I know who Spider-Man is. I know, you know, that. Like I said, I am 20 years his senior. So I never was a comic book geek kind of a person. But he knows the entire, he's just like my ex-boyfriend. My ex-boyfriend, the man that I was living with for 7 years, he's the one that, my ex is the one that introduced me to the Lord of the Rings. I never knew anything about the Lord of the Rings. I'd never heard of the Lord of the Rings. But then he started talking about the Lord of the Rings before the movie came out. And he would talk about the One Ring every now and then. And I would be like, okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Then the movie came out. We went to see some other movie and we saw the preview. We didn't know that it was coming out because we never saw the television commercials. So we were in the movie theater watching something else when the trailer for The Fellowship of the Ring, the very first one, came out. And he was like, oh my God, they made a movie out of it. And I said, oh, so this is the One Ring and the Lord and the Hobbits and the thing. And he said, yes, this is it. So, and I got hooked. So that's how I got into the geekdom of the Lord of the Rings. But my ex also was a comic book fanatic. Like, he knew Batman, Superman, Iron Man, all of these men. Okay, all of them. He knows all of them. And I guess that's attracting me to Mr. Intelligent. He doesn't remind me of my ex at all. One was white and the other one was black. Okay. One I was living with was white. Mr. Intelligent is black. And they don't look like each other at all, but they have the same intelligence. They have the same kind of mindset. So I think I'm attracted to that. And it's not because he reminds me of my ex. He reminds me nothing of my ex. But it's the fact that he is willing to talk to me, like this afternoon, late this afternoon around 3:30. I'm doing my work and stuff, and we're talking about sushi and other things and this, that. And then he asked me, he said, who are you for? Captain America or Iron Man? And I was like, oh, damn. And he started to laugh. He goes, what? What is it difficult? I said, no, it's not difficult. And then I went into, you know, I don't know which one I'm for, but I know the storyline. And he was kind of impressed with how much I did know, which, you know, good job, Nancy. Keeping up with the comic book characters late in life as it is. I'm late to the party as always, people. I told you, party been over a year ago, and here I come knocking at the door. I'm here for the party. Really? Really? So anyway, I was telling him, you know, I don't know who I'm for. And then he started to explain the underbelly of the storyline. And I was like, oh, okay. So he goes, so did you make your decision? And I said, you know what? After everything that you said to me, everything you explained, I do believe I'm for Iron Man. And he said, oh, really? Like that. And I said, why? What's wrong? He goes, no, you are entitled to your opinion. But I have to say, I'm for Captain America. I was like, oh, okay. I said, okay. So we're really pitting against each other then. He goes, yeah. I said, oh, okay. Well, you know, may the best woman win. And he goes, oh, I see what you did there. And I said, yes. Because there is a woman in one of the couple of girls in the movie. There's the Black Widow, and that's what's her name? I forgot her name. Her, she's the Black Widow, and then there's this other chick, with the powers. All of them got powers, but she got the powers. Like, you know, she does this and things move. I don't know who these people are, okay? But I'm just trying. I'm trying, and I'm not trying because I'm trying to impress anybody. I am honestly into late to the party as usual. But I'm into this whole comic book universe situation. And I'm trying to catch up. Like I'm trying to redo my youth all over again with the youngins. I'm trying to keep up with the youngins. But, you know, I can only do but so much. Okay. So he was impressed. And I was impressed with the fact that he was impressed. And, yeah, so we kind of left it at that. Because then, of course, the phone started to ring. Damn phone. Interrupts the conversation a lot. Like, a lot. But, you know, he had to go back to work anyway. So that was that with that upon that. Then I found something. I was Googling as usual. Trying to find more on, you know, Iron Man versus Captain America. And I found a page of something. And I clicked it and I emailed him the link. Oh, I know why. Because in the trailers, you don't see the Hulk. And I said, I know the Hulk is supposed to be in this movie. So I clicked and I pasted the link to his email. And I said, where is the Hulk? And he emailed me back. He said, there's a possibility that the Hulk is sitting this one out. And he went into some long, lengthy thing. And it was kind of funny what he was saying. Because I think he was mocking. He wasn't mocking me, but he was mocking the fact that the Hulk wasn't in there for some specific reason. In any event, I think I'm crushing on him. I can't say badly, but I'm crushing on him. But it's a hopeless case. Again, carrying a torch for a hopeless cause. And here's another thing. And I said I never would do this. I said I would never, ever do this. He's Haitian. I said, if y'all go back with me, I have always said I am not going to be interested. I don't even look twice at Haitian guys because all Haitian men are alike. Well, Mr. Intelligent is an exception because he thinks the way I think in regards to our Haitian background. So he's got a very interesting, I can't really say interesting past, but he grew up rather differently. And he grew up with a sense of opening his mind and opening his horizons. And he's not the regular, typical Haitian guy. He's not the regular, typical Haitian guy. So it's the regular, typical Haitian guy that I will steer clear from here to kingdom come. And I see them coming too. Because most of them still have the Haitian accent. He does not have a Haitian accent. But I kind of knew that he was Haitian by his last name. All Haitians, we pretty much can spot each other by our last names. So I kind of knew. I kind of figured. And by certain things that he would tell me, I never really asked him. I never really asked him if he was Haitian. But by us talking and constantly and slowly getting to know each other, that kind of thing, I said, oh, okay. And now he just openly says, well, you know, with my Haitian background and the way I was brought, I said, okay. Now he's just open with it. I guess he felt comfortable enough to finally admit it to, because I would often say, you know, my parents are both Haitian, but I was born here. So I think we have a lot of that in common. We have certain things in common. And I think that's what I don't want to say attracts him to me or me to him, but he sees that we can converse. I can hold a conversation with him about anything. I'm not so dumbed down that I don't know, I can't follow what he wants to talk about. And he's rather intelligent, which is why I'm calling him Mr. Intelligent, because he is. And that's sexy to me. An intelligent guy is extraordinarily sexy to me. And if we can hold a conversation and he doesn't make me feel dumb, like he doesn't talk down to me, then I am all game. I'm all in. And he sees that I'm willing to learn and I'm willing to keep up, I'm all in. So, yeah. It's pointless. It's pointless. It is pointless. But I will continue to carry a silent torch. But I do find myself, like, if I see him walking by, I just kind of like, hey, how you doing? And I kind of feel myself just being silly. Like my inner 16-year-old is just beaming. And I have to, Nancy, you 20 years his senior. 20 years. And he knows, I think he knows that I'm much older than he is. Well, if he doesn't know, he could just look at my grays. But I think he sees that I'm a young soul. I'm not an old soul. I'm a young soul. So I think that has a lot to do with the fact that he likes to talk to me, and I like the fact that he likes to talk to me, and I definitely like to talk to him. But it ain't gonna go no further. It ain't gonna go no further. What I really would like is if he would ask me out to lunch. Then I would say, okay, we're stepping into interesting territory here. But that's not going to happen. Because when he does go down to lunch, he'll go down with some coworkers of his who are, of course, around his age range. So, I'm an old fart compared to them. So it hurts. I was definitely born way too early. I was born way too early. I should have been born in the 80s. I really should have been born in the 80s. But in the 80s, I was in my 20s and I was, feeling myself. But I'm looking at the youth of today and it's like they're smarter than I was and still am. But they're smarter. They're wiser. They know what they want. The 80s, it was flighty. It was a flighty time. It was all about the me generation and, it was all about money, Dynasty and Falcon Crest. And some of y'all don't even have a freaking clue what I'm talking about. These were television shows back in the day, okay? And opulence, and it was a different time. It was a different time than it is now. And we weren't as intelligent. We really weren't as intelligent as the youth of today. The youth of today knows what's going on. Like, you can't pull the wool over their eyes. You pulled the wool over our eyes in the 80s because it was a different time. It just was. It was a different time. But, I'm not dead yet, as I always say. But, there's no point in, like, wishing on a star if anything's going to happen. I'm just going to continue to enjoy our conversations and, carry a little silent torch. But I know it's not going to go anywhere. Like, I have my feet firmly planted on the ground to know that there is nothing that's going to progress from this. Really. I don't think he's interested in an older woman in that set. Like, I don't think he sees me in that way. But if he does, he's he's hiding it very well. I hope I'm hiding it very well because I don't want I don't want him to, I don't want to look like I'm drooling over him. And I, reel it back, Nancy, reel it back. So yeah, another hopeless cause. But it does, it does make me want to bounce out of bed a little faster, a little sooner. So there is that. And we've got movies to talk about. We have certain movies that we talk about that we have that in common. We have a lot of similar tastes, which is very good, I think. But it's not going to go anywhere. Like, before I knew Cutie was going with Mrs. Cutie, way back, we had a lot of things in common too. We would talk about a lot of different things, and we still do. But he's a Mr. and Mrs. now. And I really, early on, I kind of saw him kind of like, ooh, he kind of cute. But then I just, when I realized that there was somebody in the picture, I said, oh, I back off. I back off when I know that a guy is seeing a girl, is interested in somebody else. I back off. I am not going to get involved. I'm not going to, break them up or anything of that nature. No, that's not me. I don't do that kind of drama. I don't do drama at all. Okay? That's not me. Whatever's supposed to come my way will come my way. If there's nothing that's supposed to come my way, okay. Oh, oh well. But let's just say he makes me very happy that, we can talk and we discuss and And that he enjoys having conversations with me. So, because I certainly enjoy talking with him. So that's just that with that upon that, people. Just another hopeless case. It is what it is. But it's fun. It is fun. I'm glad I still have the youthful side of me. I'm glad I'm not an old hag or anything of that nature. I'm still, I'm still youthful. As much as I love makeup, which is a really youth-oriented thing to really be obsessed over, I'm a real youthful kind of chick. I really don't want to grow old, people. I don't want to grow old. My bones tell me otherwise, but I don't want to grow old. I would love to have stayed in my 20s forever and a day. That is not to be the case for anyone in life. So there you have it. Sunday's Mother's Day, but Pop is working double shifts, so we won't really be able to see Mom this weekend. But we will see her soon. I'm sure we will see her soon. As I was walking out today, the security guard at the front, when you open up the doors, you see the security guard. And he said, I want to, if it pertains to you, I'm going to wish you a happy Mother's Day. And I said, well, no, I don't have children. And I was walking, I said, but thank you anyway. And he said, well, wait a minute. Do you have a pet? And I said, yeah. He said, so you're a fur mom? I said, well, I guess I am. And he said, well, then happy Fur Mom Day to you. I was like, oh, thank you. And I said, oh, yeah, I am a mother of sorts. He goes, yeah, you're a mom. He goes, it doesn't have to be a child, but you're the mother of a pet. I said, yes, I am. My black cat, Tom. Yes. Who is right there, and he don't want to be bothered with nothing, no how. He just, okay. So, yeah. So, I guess I'm a mom of sorts. So, happy Mother's Day to those out there who are mothers, and whether you have a child or a four-legged child or a number of four-legged children. There's people out there who have cats and dogs, or a multitude of cats or a multitude of dogs. So, yes, I tip my hat off to you. So that's that with that upon that, people. Let me know what you think. I love it because it's light, it's airy, it's a nice shade. It's a nice shade. And I have that lipstick that chick did the combo with. So one of these days I'm going to do that combo because it was so pretty. So that is that with that upon that. It is Friday. I am just so joyous and I'm happy as hell. Happy. Okay. And yeah, I guess Mr. Intelligent has something to do with me being kind of perky. But I'm just happy that it is Friday. Point blank, period. Okay? Friday. That's all you have to tell me. Have an awesome weekend. I love you all. I am only really waiting for one more thing. And that is my beauty blender that's coming by Pony Express from China. That'll be here in a couple of weeks. Okay. Other than that, everything has arrived. I've got things in my cart now, people. From my wish list to my cart. You know that's the danger zone, right? But I'm still holding back. My guardian angel has my hands tied behind my back, so I can't hit the checkout button. But the devil is strong, but not as strong as my guardian angel. And I am quite thankful for that. My credit cards thank my guardian angel, and so do I. Okay? So that's that with that. There goes my nose again. Have an amazing weekend, and I love you all, and I will talk to you on Monday. Let's hope Monday don't come too soon, okay? You know I love you all, and I am going to catch up on a whole hell of a lot of videos. I've got videos to catch up on like y'all just don't know. So I'm going to catch up on those throughout the weekend, and I'm going to just max and relax like I always do, and hope to not get too depressed because, Mom's not here. So I miss her very, 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 very much. And I hope not to, it's right here. It is right here. Just when I talk about her, I think about her. You can even hear it when my voice changes. Right here. I am going to keep it together. There's nothing to cry about. Mom visits me. I tell you when she visits me. She visits me. And, she's with me. So that's that. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. And I will talk to you on Monday. Mwah! I love you very much. And happy Mother's Day to those of you who are. Okay? Mwah! Love you.